Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin wassalatu wassalam ala asrafil anbiya wal mursaleen Sayyidina ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair Allahumma faqihna fid din Rabbi zidni ilma Allahumma alimna ma yanfa'una wanfa'na bima 'allamtana wazidna ilma. O Allah, help us learn what is beneficial to us. Help us benefit from what you have enabled us to learn and increase to our knowledge. Ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I am audible. Anyone? I am audible to everyone. Alhamdulillah. So I think, I don't know, people have not joined yet. It's okay. We will do our review. Last class, what we did in last class? Anyone remember about that? I think I started with the status, right? Rafa, Nasu, and Jar. Right? Yes. Anyone?
Yes.
Okay. So I will just recap for you. I talked like I told you that there are three kinds of words in Arabic grammar. They are ism, fail, and harf. Right? Under that, we started our studies with the ism, and we learned that there are four properties, important properties of ism. That is T, G, and S: type, gender, number, and status. Okay, T, G, and S: type, gender, number, and status. And we started our study with the status. Okay, and under status we have studied that there are only three kinds of a status. Okay, other than that there is no fourth one. Okay, whenever you see a noun, it will be only in three status. If you talk about the status, it will be only in three status. That is your rafa. Rafa is your marfu or nominative case. Okay, in English you will say it nominative case. In Arabic you can say it rafa or marfu. Okay, rafa, nasb. Nasb or mansub is your accusative case. Then comes your jar or majroor is your accusative case. Genitive case. Okay, so there are only three types of status of an ism in Arabic grammar. Okay, that is rafa, nasb, and jar. And we talked about the placement of sentence in English and Arabic. Basically, what's the need of a status in Arabic? Basically, what is a status in Arabic? We talk about that status is called as i'rab, right? It is i'rab, and the literal meaning of i'rab is to make something Arabic. So how you differentiate? What is the definition of an i'rab? Basically, i'rab is the case ending. It is the case ending, the changes which is occurring at the end of a noun, either in a form of haraka or by adding some letters at the end. That is called i'rab. And the i'rab basically determined and indicate the role of that ism in that given sentence. Okay, so it shows the role of the ism in that given sentence. I told you that when the ism is a rafa, when the ism is in a state of a rafa, that is in a singular form, when you see the sounds like dhamma or dhammatain, that will be a doer of the subject. Okay, sorry, that will be a doer or the subject. Okay, doer of the act or the subject. So that is your rafa or marfu. And when an ism is playing the role of a object, or it is the receiver of the action or the detailing of the act, it will be in nasb form, means it will come up with fatha or fathatain. Okay, whenever you see a noun ending with fatha or fathatain in a singular form, it shows that it is the detailing or the object of the sentence. The role is what? The role is as a object there. Okay, and the third one, I talked about the jar. What is the jar? I talked about the jar genitive case, that you can see only in two conditions. You can see the noun in genitive case only in two conditions. The number one, when there is a possession, means when there is the word or the ism after of. Whenever you see a ism after of, the after of ism will be in genitive case, like in a possessive phrase like Batullahi. If I say Batullahi, the word Allahi is in genitive case because it is in possession. Okay, Batullahi in English you can write house of Allah. So what I said, the word or the ism you see after the word of, that is your that will be in your genitive case or in jar condition. That is jar or majroor or accusative case. Okay, so these were the three status of an ism. Okay, other than that you cannot find any fourth status. So whenever you will see an ism, it will be only in three status, that is rafa, nasb, or jar. I think I finish all these slides, right? Yeah, how to identify a doer, how to identify how you can make out object. Okay, these all details, and after I think I have finished all this, and the difference also how to tell in a status. Like in English grammar you go by SVO. Okay, that is the English sentence structure, is basically how it is, like subject, verb, and object. First come the subject, then the object, verb, then the object. But in Arabic grammar there's nothing like that. We see we find out the doer of the sentence or the object of the sentence by the case ending, that is your i'rab. Okay, by the case ending, that is your i'rab. In the singular form you have to focus on the sounds like u, un, a, an, e, in. Okay, now today inshallah we will, and another thing also I talked about, that whenever you change the placement in English grammar, the sentence, the meaning of the sentence changes. But in Arabic grammar, if you change the doer or the object also, you replace with them, nothing will happen. If you will interchange also, nothing will happen. The meaning will be same. I think so far it's clear for everyone. Is it clear for everyone so
Yes,
far?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So now, how to find out the status of an ism? How you can find it? Already we talked about the singular nouns. Where in singular, basically there are two types of ending we see. Okay, what are those two types? The sounds and the ending combinations. The sounds and the ending combination. Sounds are basically are of harkat. Okay, the vowel signs, the sounds of vowel signs or harkat is called the sounds like u, un. What is it? U, un is your harkat, right? And is giving a sound. So these are ending sounds. And ending combination shows that there is something addition is there. There is more than that. Like suppose, like if I say in dual, it is, if ani is there, that is the ani is your combination. Alif and noon is added at the end of a noun to make it dual, so it is your combination. Okay, so we identify the status of a noun by either sounds, ending sounds, or ending combination. This will be clear more when I will tell you how this about the Muslimun chart. Okay, just focus on this. Okay, I will zoom it for you. Okay, you can see the first column is written rafa, nasb, jar. Okay, and you see the up top there is singular, dual, and plural. Okay, so in Arabic grammar we have, there is something called duality. Okay, but in English grammar what you have only singular form and plural form. But in Arabic grammar we have addition to it, that is dual is added. We have singular, dual, and plural. What is singular? Singular is one. Whenever we are talking about one thing, that is your singular. When dual is basically when you are talking about two, not more than two, or pertaining to two only. If you talk about two, that shows it's dual. Plural is more than two. Okay, what is plural? Plural is more than two. Okay, so this is your number. This chart basically gives you two ideas about the noun. One thing about the number of a noun, singular, dual, and plural, and another thing about the status of a noun. Okay, the status here in the right side, you can see the vertical column, you can see the rafa, nasb, and jar. Okay, in the horizontal column, you can see the singular, dual, and plural. Okay, you can see, everyone can see the screen.
Yes.
Okay, so we will just here we have taken the common form of noun. This is Muslimun. Okay, So just along, like focus on my words, what I'm talking in the singular form. What I told you, that we find the status what by the sound, right? You see in Muslimun, the sound is like un. In Musliman, the sound is like an. In Muslimin, the sound is like in. So this is what I told you. The status can be identified by two things, either by ending sounds or ending combination. So ending sound is basically only for your singular noun. Please make it clear. The ending sounds is only for your singular nouns. Like the sounds, the harkas, u, a, e, right? The vowel signs. So when it is tanween, so the sound will be un and in, and it will be in singular form. So that your status in singular form will be determined by what? Speak up.
Ending sounds. Un
Very good.
and
Ending sound. Yes, ending sound. So you have to focus. If you're not looking at the text also, but if you are hearing the sound, you have to make out that we are talking about the singular noun, and you can at the same time find out the status. Suppose if I say baitan. So what is the status of baitan? And what you are hearing? Baitan.
nasab.
Yes. That's a very good, because this is your sound. Okay, now coming, and the combination will come in dual form and in plural form. Okay, now see the next one. Just after is, you see the dual. You can see the dual chart. Vertical, you see. Okay, vertically, you see. You see the dual chart. Dual is your musanna. Either in Arabic you can say dual musanna or tasniya. Jama is your plural. Okay, so in dual you see how we are making this noun dual. We are adding at the end alif and noon, right? You see, musli ma mi. Okay, musli ma mi. This ani sound. This ani sound is your dual rafa. You can see the rafa, and horizontal you can see the cross. You can see first is the rafa, right? We are just learning about the rafa now, right? So the muslimani is your dual. This ani is your not sound. It's your combination. Why I am saying it's combination? Because it is the combination of two words, two letters. You addition of two letters. You are adding at the end of Muslim. You are adding alif and noon, and you are making it dual. So how to make it dual? You ani. Just add ani in rafa. Okay, in rafa form, in rafa status, just you have to add ani to the any noun. Like suppose here it is example of muslimun. So if I say salihun, salihun, you can hear the sound salihun. This is a sound. If I say make the dual of salihun, how you will make it in rafa?
Talibani. Talibani.
Salih. No, it's salihun. Not I'm talking about
Salihan.
talibun.
Okay, Salihan.
Yes, very good, very good, mashallah, very good. Salihani. This ani sound is your dual sound of rafa. Okay. Now you see what you have to see the chart. Now you see the nasb form of dual. How it sounds. It's muslimaini. That means it is your which sound? Ani is your dual rafa. Aini is your dual nasb, and aini is your dual jar. You can see here in nasb and jar, dual is same. There's no change, right? Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. This is your dual. Rafa, nasb and jar. Rafa, nasb and jar. Muslimani is your rafa. Muslimaini is your nasb, and Muslimaini is your jar. So ani sound is your rafa. Ani combination is your rafa, and ani combination is your jar. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sister.
So,
Alhamdulillah.
so you have to memorize it. this chart is very, very, very important, and it should be in your mind in all the all the direction, whether it is vertical, whether it is horizontal, any direction you have to memorize it. Okay, so the dual form of rafa is muslimani, that is ani, and nasab and jar is aini, muslimaini, muslimaini. So muslimani, muslimani, muslimani. Please repeat with me. Muslimani. Yeah, repeat with me. Muslimani. Very good. Muslimani.
Muslimani.
Yes, yes. Muslim. Yes, go ahead. Muslimani.
Muslimaini.
Okay, Fatima. Fatima.
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, Salma. Salma, repeat. You can repeat for me. You can repeat for me dual form of rafa nasb and jar. Okay, Kausar, go ahead.
Yes.
Kausar.
Yes. Muslimun, Muslimani.
No. I am just asking about the dual. I am letting you do the practice. Dual singular, you all know, mashallah. Okay.
Okay. Muslimani,
Hmm.
Muslimaini, and Muslimaini. Rafa,
Very good.
Nasab and jar is Muslimaini.
Yes, both are same. So you have to, the dual form of rafa, nasb and jar is like for rafa, it's ani sound. Muslimani. For nasb, it's ani sound. Muslimaini. For jar, same. Muslimaini. So it's like muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini, muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini. Okay? You have to memorize it like that. What is the singular form? Muslimun, musliman, muslimin. Muslimun, musliman, muslimin. What is the dual form? Muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini. I can't mute. Okay. Please mute yourself because I am not the host of this meeting. Someone else is recording for me. So, please mute yourself when I'm explaining. Okay. Okay, so the singular form is Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimun is your rafa, Musliman is your nasab, and Muslimin is your jar. This is your singular form. So I told you in singular form, you have to look for ending sound. You have to look for what? You have to look for ending sounds. And in dual and in plural, you have to look for ending combination. So what is the ending combination for dual, rafa, nasb, and jar? It is muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini. The ani sound is your rafa sound, and the ani sound is your nasab and jar sound. Okay? So now coming to the plural, that is the jama. Jama, okay, that is it's muslimuna, muslimina, muslimina, right? It's muslimuna, muslimina, muslimina. So what is the jama? It is muslimuna, muslimina, muslimina, right? So and you see here the sound ending combination is una, ina, ina. What is it? Yeah, repeat with me. Una, ina, ina.
Una, ina.
Very good. Una, ina is your what? It is your rafa nasb jar in plural form. The plural form of rafa is una. What you adding over here in Muslimun? Wow and noon. So it's your combination. It's not your sound. Is it clear for everyone what is combination and what is sound?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. If anyone is doubt, let me repeat for you. Sound is your vowel sound. Vowels, sound, right? Like u, on, a, an, e, n. That is your sound.
vowels खाए क्या होता है?
Yes, vowels का
हम
होता
कैसे
है.
सीखें?
Yes, vowels का होता है. You are right. You are right. Vowels, when you see the noun ending with what? Vowels. Okay, that is your sound. And the combination is basically when you're adding letters at the end of the noun. So in dual, you are adding alif and noon, that is your ani, and ani, muslimaini. The aini sound is it's your nasab and jar in dual, And in una, like muslimuna is your plural rafa, and ina, muslimina, muslimina is your nasb and jar. Okay, so repeat with me. The singular is like that. The chart goes like this for the Muslim. This is a masculine chart. Okay, and this chart also shows you the gender at the same time. So it shows you three things: gender, number, and status. This chart, the first chart is your masculine chart. Okay, the first chart is your masculine chart. So it is Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Okay, this is your what? Masculine chart. Okay, number and
Yes.
status. So
हमें
if I
सिखाइए कौन कौन होता है.
sorry, I can't get you. Your voice is
Yes.
shaking, my dear.
कोई बात नहीं.
Okay, maybe it's a network issue. Okay, so what is the singular form? It is Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. What is the dual form? Muslimani, Muslimani, Muslimaini. What is the plural? Muslimina, Muslimina. So if I ask you, tell me the rafa status, the dual of Muslimun. Tell me the dual
ये
rafa
कट
status
जाता
of
है.
Muslim.
अचानक कट जाता है.
Muslimani.
Very good. Muslimani. Okay, so dual is Muslimani. Come on. Now do with the another noun. I give you the noun like Sadiqun. Sadiqun. Okay? Sadiqun.
Okay.
Now with this word, my noun, you make the chart for me. Any one of you try? Who wants to try?
Sadiqun.
Raise your hand.
Shall I try?
Who is this?
Sadiqun,
Who is this?
Sadiqin,
Fatima.
Sadiqani,
Who is this? This is Saud.
Sadiqaini, Sadiqaini,
Very
Sadiquna,
good.
Sadiqina, Sadiqina.
Very good. Very good. Anyone else wants to try? Because it will help you in memorization. Who wants to try now?
Okay, I will say.
Sadiqun,
Kaustaf.
Sadiqani, Sadiquna. Sadiqan,
Okay, Umair Arif.
Sadiqaini, Sadiqaini. Sadiqin, Sadiqaini, Sadiqaini.
Okay, this was your horizontal way. You just tell me now. Tell me with the sounds and the combinations. In the sorry, vertical way you said just now. You tell me in horizontal way. Singular, dual, and plural. In this way. Yeah, try in this way.
Sadiqani, Sadiqun, Sadiqani, Sadiquna.
No, no, no. In the singular, first you talk about the singular. Sadiqun, Sadiqan, Sadiqin. Like this. Okay?
Sadiqan, Sadiqin, Sadiqani, Sadiqaini, Sadiqaini. Plural, Sadiquna,
Very good.
Sadiqaini, Sadiqaini.
Sadiqina, Sadiqina. Okay? Sadiquna, Sadiqina, Sadiqina. Very good. So it was your masculine chart. Okay? So u, un, a, an, e, in is your sound. Okay? And you have to see where only in singular nouns. Okay? Only in singular nouns here. One more addition to it is there. When we talk about the broken plurals, you know, the plural, when we learned about the numbers, singular, dual, and plural. There's another chapter. In that, we will learn about the broken plural, and broken plural also end with sounds. They doesn't end with the combination.
मैम, इसका
Yes.
मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब क्या है?
किसका मतलब क्या है? This is English class, so I'm sorry. क्या है? किसका मतलब क्या है? You mean to say? Actually, this class actually. Mary, who is this? May I know your name? आपका नाम सलमा रफीक, right? Is it सलमा रफीक? ये सलमा रफीक है? हेलो. जो भी अभी मुझसे पूछ रहे थे, सवाल कर रहे थे, मेरा उर्दू की क्लास अलग से होती है.
जी?
उर्दू की क्लास अलग, मेरी उर्दू की क्लास अलग से होती है. उर्दू लैंग्वेज में क्लास मेरी अलग से होती है. वो होती है एवरी थर्सडे. ओके, एवरी थर्सडे मैं ग्रुप में लिंक भेज दूंगी. आई विल सेंड यू द लिंक इन द ग्रुप में लिंक भेज दूंगी. आप वो ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लेना, ठीक है? वो उसमें टाइमिंग डिस्क्रिप्शन में है. ओके,
आप मैम टाइम टेबल भेज सकते हो क्या?
बिल्कुल भेज दूंगी, आप मुझे मैसेज करो, एडमिन मैं हूँ, आप मुझे मैसेज करो व्हाट्सएप पे, मैं आपको सारी
जी
डिटेल्स दे दूंगी। ओके,
लिखो।
क्योंकि ये क्लास सिर्फ इंग्लिश में है, इसलिए आई एम सो सॉरी, यहाँ पे मैं इंग्लिश ही बोलूंगी, ठीक है? इज इट ओके? सही है? ओके,
जी आपने
चले
क्या
फिर
कहा?
मैंने ये कहा कि ये क्लास सिर्फ इंग्लिश में है। ओके, तो ये यहाँ पे
ओके,
उर्दू नहीं बोलेंगे, तो मैं आपको लिंक भेज दूंगी उर्दू क्लास की, आप उसमें ज्वाइन कर लेना। ओके,
कितने बजे है?
वो मैं आपको डिटेल्स भेज दूंगी डियर, आप यू मैसेज मी इन व्हाट्सएप पर्सनली। ओके, सो नाउ
जी
वी आर रनिंग आउट ऑफ टाइम, मुझे
जी
टाइम
आप
थोड़ा दिक्कत हो रहा है।
जी आप नंबर भी लिख सकते हो, तो आप उसी पे कर सकते हो।
आप जिस ग्रुप में हो उस ग्रुप में एडमिन का है नंबर, आप उसको पर्सनली मैसेज करें, मेरे नाम पे जाके मैसेज करें, और मैं
जी
आपको
मैम,
सारी डिटेल्स दे दूंगी।
आप मैसेज मैं दूंगी यहाँ से नंबर, आप मैसेज करिए उन पे, तो
ओके,
आप
बिकॉज क्लास का टाइम ज्यादा हो रहा है, सो प्लीज यू कैन, आप ज्यादा बात व्हाट्सएप पे कर सकती हैं। जज़ाकल्लाह खैर, होप यू अंडरस्टैंड। Okay, so what we are doing, we were
कोई
doing the
बात
Muslimun chart. We are doing the Muslimun chart. It's like the singular. In singular, what you have to do, everyone have to focus on this thing. That singular, you have to see for sounds only. You don't have to see for combination. Is it clear for everyone? For singular, you have to see for sounds, and for dual and plural, you have to see for the combination. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay, so for singular, you have to see for sounds like u, un, a, and e, in. Okay, u, un, a, and e, in. Why I'm saying u, un, a, and e, in? Because u, un, when it is a common noun, right? It is a common noun because it is ending with the tanween. You have not read the type yet, so don't worry for that when we will do the type. But I told you in the beginning of the class that when a noun ends with tanween, it's a common noun. And when a noun starts with alif lam, it's a proper noun, right? So if you will if you like to convert the Muslimun, the common noun, into a proper noun, what you will do, you will add alif lam at the starting, it will become al-Muslimu. The one tanween will drop over there, right? The one tanween, but because the alif lam and tanween will not come together, when alif lam will come, tanween has to go, and when tanween will come, alif lam has to go. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that this sound, u, un sound, a, un sound, e, in sound. Okay, this is your singular form. In dual form, what is the combination? Ani, ani, ani. What is the combination?
Ani, Ani,
Ani.
Ani, aini, aini.
Very good. Ani, ani, ani. Ani, ani, ani. Ani is your rafa. Ani is your nasab and jar. Okay. Now in plural, you have una, ina, ina. Because the addition, you can see wow and noon in una, right? Una, ina, ina. Una, ina, ina is your plural combination, right? Plural combination. And this shows your rafa, nasab and jar. Okay. So Muslimuna is what status?
Rafa.
Rafa.
Very good. Okay, very good. Muslimaini is what status? Muslimaini, maini, ani, aini.
Dual.
Dual. Very good.
Nasab.
Nasab.
Only
Ojar.
Nasab and
Nasab
jar.
ojar.
Dual.
Nasab ojar.
Very good. Nasab and jar. Because here you are not, you doesn't know whether it is a nasab or jar, and how you will know it is nasab or jar.
From the
For jar, it
sentence.
comes only in two cases.
Yes, the jar come, oh yeah, from the context also, and you know the reasons for a noun to be in genitive case. Only two reasons are there, mashallah. So you don't have to worry about this. Only two reasons. If you remember, the noun will come in genitive case only under two circumstances, no other way. Okay, only two conditions where you will see a noun in a genitive case. I told you
Harf jar
whenever,
and
yeah,
mudaf.
harf of
Mudaf
jar.
ilayhi. Mudaf ilayhi.
Yeah, after mudaf, the mudaf ilayhi, or you can say in simple words, the word or the ism after of. Like if I say house
Yes.
of Hamid, so a house of Hamid, after the word you see Hamid is after of. So that will be in genitive case. So it was about the masculine chart. So how the feminine, the next one down, you can see the feminine chart. Okay. So Muslimun. So when we will read the gender, you will come to know how to make a masculine to feminine. From masculine to feminine, if you have to make, what we do basically, we add ta marbuta at the end of the word. Okay. So you see here, and at the last letter of the word, we put the fatha, and then we add ta marbuta. Okay. Like see here, muslimatun, muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin is your rafa nasb and jar. Muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin, okay, is your rafa nasb and jar. One rafa means one, talking about one singular form. Okay, one rafa, one rafa, one rafa means we are sorry, one rafa, one nasb and one jar. There's some typo over there. So muslimatun is your one rafa, or means singular rafa. Muslimatan is your singular nasb.
मैम ये
and
क्यों कट
muslimatin
जाता
is
है?
your
कट जाता है सिर्फ। मैम ये सिर्फ कट जाता है, मैम इसको आवाज नहीं आती। और
okay. आप अपना इंटरनेट कनेक्शन चेक करें डियर. Okay, muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. Okay. So muslimatun is your rafa, muslimatan is your nasba, and muslimatin is your jar. You all know that un and in sound. Un and in sound. Okay, the un and in sound, un is your what? Rafa, right? A or an is your nasb, and e or in is your jar. So in feminine, you will say like muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. Now, dual. How you make dual of feminine nouns? How? Just by adding here also ani. Ani only. Okay. Here also you have to add ani. Muslimatani, because it is muslimatun, so that sound you can hear. So it is muslimatani. You have added here ani sound, ani combination. Okay. So muslimatani is your dual feminine. Okay, it's your dual feminine rafa. Dual feminine rafa. Status is your rafa. Okay. Muslimatani. Now coming to the nasab and jar is same like in masculine. It's like there it was ani, ani. Here it is tani, tiny. Okay, there it was ani, ani. Here it is tani, tiny. So muslimatani, muslimataini, muslimataini. Muslimatani is your rafa. Tiny, tiny is your nasab and jar. Okay. Now plural is like atun. Atun you have to add at the end. So muslimatun. And in nasb and jar, you have to add atin, atin. So muslimatin, muslimatin. You see, you can see the ending of the feminine plural, how it's end. It's ending like, tun, tin, tun, tin, right? It's ending like tun, tin, like sound. You can get confused in this, right? You can say, oh, this is sound. By seeing the last letter, you are seeing the vowels, right? So what I told you, the sound of vowels is basically sounds, right? So it's you might get confused, like when you see muslimatun, you might say it's a tun sound, so it's singular. No, here it is basically atun. The addition is combination. So first you have to look for whether this noun is having a sound, ending with a sound, or ending with a combination. Okay. How to identify whether it is singular, dual, or plural, or what is the status, whether it is rafa, nasb, or jar. You have to focus like by seeing the ending. If you see first of all, don't see for the sound. Look for ending combination first. If you don't find the ending combination at the end, go for the singular. Right? Got my point? So what you have to do whenever you see a noun, whether in a dual or plural form, what you have to do, you have to see for the ending combination first. Because as I told you, this muslimatun is ending with tun, tin, right? Like vowel sounds. So you might get confused with the singular form because those are the sounds. But no, it's not the sound. Make it clear. Now, muslimatun is atun. Okay, muslimatin is atin. It is a combination basically. It is alif and ta. Okay, it's a combination of alif and ta. So atun, atin. So anyone will try this Muslim feminine version of this? feminine chart? Muslimatun? Yeah,
Uh,
anyone?
Mus-
Yeah, please.
Shall I try?
One
Okay,
by
go
one,
ahead.
please.
Go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin.
No, Muslimatun, Muslimatan, tan, unsound. An, in. Okay?
Sorry, the singular. Singular. You mean the
Yeah.
singular, yes? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm talking about singular.
Okay. Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin.
Very good. Dual.
Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini.
Very good. Plural.
Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin.
Very good. If I say Muslimataini, what is Muslimataini? What is the status of Muslimataini? And
Nasab.
the number.
Nasab.
Nasab.
Nasab. Yeah,
Dual.
this you should make it clear, like when you hear the sound of tiny or any or atun or atin or means not atin and ina. These are the sound combination of nasab or jar. Okay, if you see like this Muslimataini, so it can be nasab or jar, or if you see Muslimatin, it also can be nasab or jar, and we will find it with the context. So we will see whether it is in nasab or the word before it. The word before it is showing like it is a half of jar, or it's a possession, idafa construction, like mudaf is there, then it will be mudaf ilayh. So it will be in genitive case. Only two conditions where you find. One is the harf of jar, the preposition before a noun, and mudaf before mudaf ilayh. You can say like this also, or you can say the word after of. Okay, is it clear for everyone, this chart? Because we need
Yes,
to
Alhamdulillah.
practice. Actually, we need to read, memorize it very well. Okay,